Stephen A. Smith made some comments.
I'm not talking about they fantasy of what they talking about. I'm talking about reality. In reality, they should name the G League Bronny League because he's them up.
The B League.
Right? I mean, he is really dominating. I mean, have we heard about anybody else's performance in the G League? Who's selling out arenas?
Bronny.
Huh? Hey, who's selling in jersey sales?
Bronny.
If they drop a shoe, who gonna be #1 in the G League in shoes?
Bronny.
You can't even give a motherfucker credit that you down. Yeah. You said he wasn't good enough for
Who said that?
Everybody.
Who?
All of y'all.
So don't say you.
You.
I didn't say
you.
shit.
Part of it.
I don't give a about it. To be honest. What the f*** I look like celebrating or criticizing the G League performance, bro? Get the f*** out of here with that shit.
Bronny James destroyed his biggest hater. Check out what they had to say, and then I'll come back with my comments.
Congratulations, young fella. Look good out there.
Damn.
They all play. Y'all play hard.
Look good.
Shout out to Bronny.
You all play hard.
Look good. Look good out there.
Let's clap it up for Bronny, everybody.
They got a troll, too.
Oh, we got 2 of them back there for the Bron.
Yeah.
We got 2.
So this is the LeBron smoke machine guild. This is the
Bronny. Hey.
Added to the arena.
That's crazy. Just Make-A-Wish Foundation, huh?
Oh, you gotta get it off.
You back.
What we
There
doing?
we go.
Yeah, Bronny playing much better in the G League and playing decent in the NBA so far. You know, he doesn't get a lot of minutes, but we've seen if he gets at least 30 to 35 minutes on the NBA floor, maybe he can give you between 10 and 20 points per game. So if he keeps this up by next season, he should be in the Lakers rotation.
Show the real you.
No,
Come
because
on.
y'all just did the whole thing. I just did what I did, and then you clapped, and where the presents at?
So 2
Where
smoke
the presents at?
smoke machines, the Bronny smoke machine and the LeBron smoke machine. LeBron
Good
smoke
job,
machine,
son.
older, thicker smoke. The Bronny machine, a little bit more younger, vibrant smoke.
Good job, son.
It was the room a little bit
Younger,
more,
vibrant smoke.
younger and vibrant, you know. But on a serious note, Gil, is Bronny starting to turn the corner in his progression?
What are we going to say that's not there?
Is he turning a corner in his progression as you've seen Bronny over these past couple weeks?
Couple months?
We're really coming
Months?
on.
Months.
Black History Month, I think, was the really
Month?
launching point.
I mean, since what, January? How he's been playing since January?
Stephen A. Smith made some comments.
I'm not talking about they fantasy of what they talking about. I'm talking about reality. In reality, they should name the G League Bronny League because he's them up.
The B League.
Right? I mean, he is really dominating. I mean, have we heard about anybody else's performance in the G League?
No, Bronny running the G League right now. The only reason why people care about the G League, especially this season, is because of Bronny James. So he's bringing more eyes and ears to that league. But yeah, Bronny's been playing good for the last few months now. It started when he was putting up 16-point games, then 20, couple 30-point games, and then a recent career high of 39. So shout out to Bronny James. He destroyed all of his haters.
He is the G League. Are we going to pretend he's not?
In that crowd?
He is the G League. He's been performing. Like, you know how I know he's playing so well in the G League?
Don't make me do it.
When the excuse is, oh, it's just the G League. Oh, now it's just the G League because he's dominating.
Yeah, because when he wasn't playing
Oh, like he can't even ball in
and
the
he
G
didn't
League.
play there, he's not
Now the
gonna
fact
do
that he's dominating the G
Right,
League,
like, it's
it's
just the
easy
G
for
League.
him. Everybody now is,
blah.
oh, it's just the G League. Do that in the NBA.
Now it's time for him to play up in the NBA now. He showed that he can be a G League player amongst that talent. Next step for Bronny, can you replicate this in the NBA game consistently? Not just once out of every 20 games that you play. And is Bronny James going to get enough minutes on the NBA floor? Right now, I don't think this season is going to happen. But what's going to happen next season, then the season after that? It's time for him to get consistent rotational minutes on the Los Angeles Lakers.
Doing something better than everyone else in your same position. So that means if you take the second round and you say, what is their performance in the G League? And then you add that up. What is King Kong compared to everybody else? Dominance.
Man.
You know, so there's first rounders in there that's average about 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one knows because no one talks about the G League. There's only one person in the G League.
Talk about other players. If y'all got a problem with everybody talking about Bronny, then talk about other people.
Who's the G League MVP?
Bronny.
Who's selling out arenas?
Bronny.
Hey, who's selling in jersey sales?
Bronny.
If they drop a shoe, who gonna be number one in the G League in shoes?
Bronny.
Again, it's obvious Bronny is taking over the G League, and he's taking over media news right now with the Stephen A. Smith and LeBron situation. And then his up and down play, a little bit of moments that he had in the NBA early on, and then what he's doing now in the G League, of course. Bronny James is running things. You can change the G League to the Bronny League. You can do all that great stuff. But in all seriousness, we want to see Bronny James get minutes in the NBA now. It's time. Is JJ Redick going to be under pressure next season to start playing Bronny? Or is he just going to be known as the greatest G League player of all time?
Why people got Tubi? Bronny.
Well, I guess the great point is I actually did get Tubi merely for Bronny G League.
Play on Tubi. Damn, you know.
Why are you so bothered by this?
I'm about to go get this Tubi and see some shit.
Shout out Tubi, a great player.
Shout out to
Hey,
you,
Tubi
man.
was made for horrible movies. And I was just watching Bronny.
Yeah, Tubi owed Bronny a check. I didn't know they were playing G League games on Tubi platform, the application. So, hey, Tubi, cut that Bronny check immediately. Clutch Sports, all that. They deserve to get paid for this.
You can watch Ghost Dog
We
or
got
Bronny.
some gems on there. I got some good movies on there.
Stop, man.
I don't understand you.
That walk, that's like
one
when
does.
Jason come in. Look.
You gotta get a little bit closer, Lex, to get to know me now.
No.
Why?
Cheer for Bronny.
I'm just saying, hey, if Matt McClung's dad played in the NBA, we'd be having a problem, wouldn't we?
McClung's in the G League too, right?
Otis McClung.
Yeah, well, let me see what Mac McClung's stats is, because since he's there, Mac
McClung.
Who is that?
Yeah, Matt McClung. Is he better than Bronny James? If his father was LeBron, would Matt McClung be in the NBA right now? Or is he just chosen to be in the dunk contest? So, something to think about. Of course, yeah, we already know LeBron James. He threw Bronny the alley-oop, and he's slowly starting to take advantage of the moment. But, of course, if a lot of those players' fathers were LeBron James, they would be in the NBA right now. They would have a guaranteed contract and plenty of opportunities to be on the NBA floor for years to come. So it is what it is. It's all politics, who you know, and having your father be one of the greatest players in NBA history, it's going to help you get a lot of opportunities in life.
the dunk contest guy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he
Y'all
balling.
forgot about him
He was
already?
G League MVP.
Is your league MVP?
That was the
year.
MVP last year, Matt?
Last year?
Bronny wasn't here though.
Bronny, as we know, was not in the G League last year.
Bronny was still at school.
So he's averaging 24 this year.
Who? McClung?
McClung.
Look at the history of
The
how much
greatest
he's
player
averaged, he still
ever,
ain't got
next to
a shot.
Bronny.
Yeah, that has nothing to do with
They gave
Bronny,
him a
though.
couple shots. He got a couple 10 days now.
That has nothing to do with Bronny,
He ain't
though.
get no guaranteed, though.
It doesn't.
You can get all the 10
Still
days
keeps
ever.
doing the dunk
Dominating.
contest.
The G League veteran. G
Dominating.
League
Back
rookie.
too. His
They're
first year,
dominating.
he wasn't averaging
They're
that.
dominating.
A G League vet.
He getting dominated by a young freshman.
I mean, at 26, you're only averaging 2 more points.
Yeah.
Especially when people say you was trash. You know.
Yeah.
He's
What
MVP.
the-
But I mean, but for being undrafted,
He
McClung should have been and got a chance in the NBA.
He got a couple, didn't he? He got a couple 10 days. He signed 2 ways.
Yeah, but unless you get a real shot.
Yeah.
Like I watched him in
Yeah.
class. Like
Yeah.
he actually can put the ball in the basket. He's just never actually had a full shot.
Well, that's
into the
why-
NBA.
And he put the ball in the basket.
Yeah, he can put the ball in the basket.
Why?
Yeah, again, if his father was LeBron James, Matt McClung would have a guaranteed contract in the NBA, but people know what's going on. Even Gilbert Arenas knows that Matt McClung, he can really play basketball, but is a team going to sign him to a 1 or 2 year contract, not just these random 10-day contracts where he can't really gain his footing on an NBA team in 10 days. He needs a full season, learn the system, and be a part of an actual system, not just a 10-day contract and you don't know what's going on. You can't learn the playbook in 10 days. So until further notice, Matt McClung just going to be one of the greatest dunkers ever to not be on an NBA team consistently.
He was just like a high school
No,
Yeah,
no,
but-
no. He can put
Right, but
dunker.
You can
you
cheer
can't take
all you
all
want.
that.
You can cheer, but
you
it's
can't
just a
take that
season.
all out on one player.
Can't take it out on one game.
one game, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months.
This man been doing it 4 years.
Hey, man.
Again, that don't got nothing to do with.
Yeah,
Good
it's
point.
just overlooked.
But he's been
That's the
that's,
point.
he
It's
came in 6
overlooked.
years ago. What
So
they
we
gotta do?
shouldn't overhype it because it's always been overlooked. It's always been overlooked.
Man,
We shouldn't be hyping it now. We've been overlooking that.
But-
All of those performances now.
Well, yeah, because we wasn't fans of none of them players.
No,
Fans of
what we're
Bronny.
gonna give credit to is the 17 in the league that he did on league motherfuckers. Like
Speaking of that.
that's you have to give him credit for that.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
give him credit for dropping 17 on the
Wait,
Bucks.
people in the
career high
G
30
League,
minutes,
that's-
career high 5 assists.
You got to
You
give
do
him
more.
credit for
You gotta give him credit for all of that.
But the
You gotta
G
Gotta
League,
give
the
them
G
credit
League
for
is
all
just
of it. It's not our fault that people don't want to
deceptive.
show love to the G League guys.
It can't be deceptive because
it is.
look what it.
Because
Look at the
there's-
growth he got though.
No, that's not saying nothing about growth. It's just deceptive because it's in the G League. It's lesser competition, all that.
No.
We know that.
No.
Grown men in the G League, though,
Grown
fighting
men
for their
in the G
basketball.
It's lesser
People fighting for
competition.
their
Like
life.
I mean, yes,
literally
it's lesser
fighting for their
competition.
lives.
To the
now.
NBA.
I don't give a about no fight. It's lesser competition.
But would you say that?
The only thing is, yeah, it's lesser competition in the G League, but Bronny James just needed to pick me up. He needed some confidence. That's the whole thing about Bronny. A lot of interviews, he always talked about his confidence, so he finally got that in the G League, even though the competition is nowhere close to what an actual NBA game would be. You can't compare the two. NBA's on a different level than the G League, but players like Bronny that need that confidence boost, perfect opportunity for him to dominate in the G League and, get his confidence on the next level and hopefully be an NBA ready player in the next season or two.
That competition higher than college, though.
But you can't say lesser.
about the
because-
same.
You can't say lesser when before he wasn't even worth the G League spot.
Yeah. Remember
Now
that?
it's worse. Like you
It's
see how
lesser.
Hey, pussy.
Less.
But
It's less talent.
it wasn't
but he
less
wasn't,
talent.
He wasn't even supposed to be good.
So what? Yeah, he's there.
Now it's so what?
He's
That's
supposed
the
to be in college. Yes.
Cause y'all-
He's supposed to be in March Madness
Yes,
right
but-
now.
but he don't have to be.
But he's not. So
Because
we're
he's averaging-
celebrating
he's
G
averaging
League
22
performances.
in the G League.
Because we're celebrating G League performances.
Yeah.
I would rather talk college basketball than G League.
Well, that's you.
Exactly. So don't ask me unless you don't want my answer.
Wait, but
Don't ask me unless you want my answer. You ask me a question, I'm gonna give you my answer.
you can't say it's just less. It is
It's-
lesser,
what the
but some of them guys are NBA players.
There's still less
It don't matter,
talent.
but you still going up against NBA players.
Yes. But it's in the minor leagues.
But he wasn't even good enough for the minor leagues when y'all
he
first
played
started
the first
this
game
bullshit.
in G League.
Now he's averaging 22. Now y'all
it's
say,
less.
oh, it
Yeah,
should
you
be.
can't do
No,
that.
it ain't the NBA. Y'all,
Yeah.
like you can't even give a motherfucker credit that you down.
Yeah.
You said he wasn't good enough for
Who
it.
said that?
Everybody.
Who?
All of y'all.
But don't say you.
You.
I didn't say
You
shit.
part of it.
I don't give a about it. To be honest. What the I look like celebrating or criticizing the G League performance, bro? Get the out of here with that shit.
Well,
Yeah, at the end of the day, the goalposts will be moved for Bronny because I didn't think he was ready to be in the summer league, and he slowly elevated his game. So I'm gonna give props where it's due. He's definitely destroying his haters, one hater at a time, and McCants did give him his props, but he's saying, that's the G League, that's the minor league. So yeah, good for him. But let's talk about the 17 points he scored versus Milwaukee as opposed to what he's doing over the last few months in the G League. So it is what it is, but shout out to Bronny. Looks like he's getting better, but he's going to need consistent minutes on the NBA floor, and we'll see what happens with Bronny for years to come with the Lakers.